A very good morning to everybody on this wonderful Monday morning. Come to sit comfortably on your support, both sitting bones balanced, equally weighted. Lift the side of the jump. Take your arms out to the side. Turn the palms to face forward. Turn the palms to face up. Breathing in, raise up your arms. Join the palms together, and as you breathe out, release your palms and your fingers to the chest. Focus on your breath for a few moments. Take a slow, deep breath in. Slowly release. We'll begin by chanting Om 3 times. One more time. Take a slow, long, deep breath in. Om. Release your hands. Open your eyes. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Extend the arms away from you. Rotate at the wrist. Turn the palms away from you. Breathing in, raise up your arms, upper arms in line with the ear. And soften the abdomen. Lift the armpits. Lift the elbows. Lift the wrists. Stretch the palms. From your sitting bones, can you increase the distance between your hips and your armpits? Between your armpits and your wrists? Breathing in. Stretching up. Breathing out, keeping the abdomen soft and the extension of your side body. Breathing out, release your arms to the side. Press your fingertips on the floor, lift the side of the jump. Raise up the right arm. Cross. Revolve the navel and sternum to face forward. Breathing in, stretch the right side. And as you breathe out, a slight bend in the left elbow, keeping the bottom bones firm and stretching the right side fully. In this stretch, a slight twisting action of the navel facing forward, sternum facing. Feel the length of the spine with the softness of the abdomen. Breathe in to come up. Change sides. Extend the extend the left arm. Straight up. Walk your right hand across. Both sitting bones on the support. Full extension of the left side as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend the right arm and a full stretch on the left side. Navel and sternum facing forward. Keep the abdomen soft and feel the length of the spine. Breathe in to come up. Release your arms. Interlace your fingers once more, this time changing the bind of your fingers. Rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you. Breathing in, raise up your arms, upper arms in line with the ear. A full stretch, feeling the softness of the abdomen, the length of the spine, the length of the side body as well. Pull this pose up with the breath, from the hips all the way up to the wrist. Breathing out, release your hands. Extend your legs out for Upavista Konasana. Not too wide. Feet facing up, thighs facing up, open the backs of the knees. Breathing in, raise up your arms. A full extension of the side body, a softness in the spine, soften the abdomen. Push your thighs down, heels away from you and toes towards you. Lift the trunk higher. Lift the navel higher. Lift the sternum higher. Turn your palms to face forward. A full stretch. Take the upper arm slightly behind the ear and release your hands to the sides. Fold your legs in and come to stand. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. See that the outer edges of your feet are parallel to each other. We're going to work once again with the basic standing poses. Lift all 10 toes off the mat and spread them, stretch them as you release them to the floor. Lift your heels away, stretch them, creating more surface contact between the foot and the carpet or your mat. Press your feet down, push your thighs back to lock the legs. Take your arms out to the side. Can you lengthen the sides of the trunk, keeping the abdomen soft? Lift the crown of the head. Lift your ears. So you're standing tall, but without any strain, especially in the spinal area. Now with the breath, breathe in and raise up your arms. Maintain the extension, especially from the armpit to the wrist. So there's 3 extensions we're going to work on. Press your feet down, lift your hips away from the floor, lift your shoulders away from the hips, and lift your wrists away from the shoulders. Feel the length of the side body. Now can you breathe in fully from your feet all the way to your fingertips? Feel the length of the breath with the softness of the abdomen. Feel the sides of the body expand as you breathe in. Breathing out, release your hands up to your hips. Maintain the length of the side body, especially from the hip to the armpit. Lift your ears, lift the crown of the head. Breathing in, soften the abdomen. And as you breathe out, a slight bend in the knee and for preparation for chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out and release your hands. Breathing in, raise up your arms. And as you breathe out, a slight bend in the knee. Use your breath. Release the hips. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out and release your hands. Just a side view now. Once again, breathing in, raise up the arms. As you breathe out, a gentle bend in the knee and descend the hips. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out and release your hands. We're going to hold Utkatasana for a few breaths. Utkatasana works to tone our knees, our hips, our ankle joints, and strengthen the legs as well. Breathing in, raise up the arms. And as you breathe out, bend the knees, descend the hips. In the pose, breathing in, lift the sides of the trunk. And as you breathe out, descend the hips a little more. Breathing in, lift the trunk. Breathe out, descend the hips a little more. Press your feet firmly, keep your hips fixed. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out, so release your hands. We're going to repeat this once more, but the focus is now going to be on the breath. Breathing in, raise up your arms. Breathe out and descend the hips. Full release of the breath. Breathing in, lift the trunk. Breathe out, descend a little more. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, descend. Use the breath to come up. Breathe out and release your hands onto your hips. Stand for a few moments. And to find your breath again, a full breath from the feet going all the way up into the shoulder area. Turn your right leg out. Rest the right heel on the left ankle and turn the hip and trunk to face forward. Keeping your arms on your hips, find your balance. The work is to keep the straight leg absolutely firm. Press down on all four corners of the standing leg, which is the left leg. Push your thigh back, lock the legs, lock the hip. Feel the softness of the abdomen and the length of the side body and lift the shoulders away. The right knee moves out, the navel turns forward. Take your arms onto the side, find your balance. Turn your palms to face forward, open the chest. Turn your palms to face up, breathing in, raise up your arms. Now extend from the standing leg, the foot of the standing leg, press it down. The thigh of the standing leg, push it back. Stretch the trunk and extend the fingers. Can you focus on the fingers, especially the middle finger? Feel the energy running from the straight leg, up the trunk, up the arms, into the middle finger. Find your breath in the pose. Breathing out, release your hands. And change legs. Keeping the right leg straight, turn the left leg out to 90 degrees. So it's the foot, the knee and the thigh. You'll find that the navel wants to follow, turn the navel to face forward. The knee rolls out to the side. Keep your arms on your hips. Focus on the length of the standing leg, the length of the side body. Lift your ears, lift the crown of the head. Navel faces forward. The thigh of the standing leg, push it back. Take your arms out to the side. Turn your palms to face forward, open the chest. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. Press the right foot firmly down, the thigh of the right leg back. Lock the leg, lock the hips. Now extend and lift the trunk just like you did in Utkatasana. A full extension of the side body and the back body. Now from the foot of the standing leg, breathe in all the way up to the fingertips. Out, release your arms. Place them on your hip and release your left leg. We're going to repeat the right side. This time you can choose your foot placing. You can choose to place your foot with the heel on the ankle, or the heel on the shin, or the heel on the thigh. If you need to hold on to something for a support, be it the wall or the chair, please do. Find your balance first. If balance is a problem, look at a spot in front of you. So taking your right leg out to the side, turn your navel to face forward. Feel the openness of the hips and place your foot on the shin or take it up to the thigh, wherever comfortable for you. Take your arms up to the side, find your balance. Turn your palms to face forward, turn your palms to face up. Breathing in, raise up your arms. A full extension of the front body. Breathing in, lift, extend. Feel the openness of Vriksasana, the tree pose. Breathing out, release. Release your legs and change sides. Take your left leg out to 90 degrees. Choose your foot placing. Wherever you're comfortable, but focus on the trunk facing forward. Once you've placed your foot, take your arms up to the side, find your balance. Turn the palms face up, breathe in and lift. A full extension from the front leg, extending the side of the trunk, shooting up the fingers, focus on the middle finger. The foot is never on the knee, below or above the knee. Find your breath in the pose, wherever your foot is. Breathing out, release your hands and release your legs and come to standing terrace. Step your feet. This is Utthita Hasta Padasana. See that both your feet are facing forward. So lengthen your toes forward, push your thighs back to lock your legs. Lift the crown of the head. So feel your hips lifting away from the floor. Feel your shoulders lifting away from the hips. Create a length in the trunk, and when we open up into the Utthita Hasta Padasana, I want you to feel the width of the pose as well. Feel the body opening up sideways from the spine, from the central section of the trunk. Feel the body opening up to the right and the left. Take your right leg out to 90 degrees, turn your left leg in slightly. Move the hip and trunk to face forward. A similar action as in Vriksasana. Breathing in, lift the sides of the trunk. And as you breathe out, release into Utthita Trikonasana, the triangle pose, and revolve the trunk to face forward. Press on all four corners of the front foot, the out edge of the back foot, and feel the spine becoming long. Pressing your feet down, focus on your fingertips, especially the left hand. Extend your wrists away from each other, open the chest. Breathe in to come up. Place your hands on your hips. And as you breathe out, descend the front knee to go down into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Here again, press the feet down, focus on the extension of the side body. Don't lean the spine forward, the trunk is erect. Start with your left arm, take it across, then the right arm. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk, and as you breathe out, descend the hips and look past the middle finger of the front hand. Press firmly on the outer edge of the back foot, revolving the navel forward. Breathing out, release into Utthita Parsvakonasana, side angle stretch. Even here, release the navel forward, sternum forward, a full extension from the ankle of the back leg, the wrist of the back leg. As you breathe out, descend the hips a little more, revolving the trunk. Keep the feet firm, keep the thighs engaged, the front thigh moving down and the back thigh moving up. Breathe in to come up. Turn your feet to face forward and over to the left. Left leg out to 90 degrees, right leg in slightly. Breathing in, lift the sides of the trunk. As you breathe out, extend your arms. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk, and as you breathe out, take Utthita Trikonasana on the left side. Revolve the trunk to face forward. Your legs are straight. Engage the fingers of the right hand. Extend your wrists away from each other to open the trunk. Pressing on all four corners of the feet. Roll your thighs out. And fill the pose with the breath. Come up. Release your hands onto your hips. And descend into Virabhadrasana 2, the Warrior 2. Start by taking your right hand out, keeping the spine straight, then the left. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk, and as you breathe out, descend the hips and look past the middle finger of the front hand. Keeping the navel turning forward, move the back thigh away from you and the front thigh down. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk, and as you breathe out, release into Utthita Parsvakonasana and feel that stretch of the right side, revolving the navel forward. Front thigh moves down, the back thigh moves away from you. Breathing to come up. Turn your feet to face forward. Breathing in, raise up the trunk. And as you breathe out, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Release your fingertips onto the floor. Soften the abdomen. The head and neck is quiet. Toe heel, walk the legs together so that the hip width apart. Place your hands on your hips. Breathe in to come up. Turn to face the side of your mat. Breathing in, raise up the arm. And as you breathe out, hinge at the hips, fold forward for a gentle Uttanasana. Place your hands on the floor. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back, and come into Ardha Mukha Svanasana for a gentle stretch. Lift the hips, keep the knees bent. Focus on the extension of the side body and the softness of the abdomen. Come here, release your knees onto the floor. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Watch your trunk with your fingertips. Breathe in and look. A full stretch of the front body. Maintaining the stretch of the front body, walk your hands forward and release into child's pose. Feel the length of the sides of the trunk, the softness of the abdomen, and the length of the spine. Focus more on the exhalation. Your hands back. Place your fingertips beside you and come to lie on your back. Come to lie flat on your back, keeping your knees up and your feet flat on the floor. Take your feet as wide as the mat and drop your knees in. Turn your palms to face up. And just focus on the exhalation only. Softness of the abdomen and the length of the side of the trunk. Bring your feet now in line with your hips. And straight down your legs. Roll the thighs out. Let the small toes fall to the side and the big toes follow. Feel the softness of the abdomen. Even in Shavasana, feel the spread of the body, the length of the sides of the trunk, the softness of the abdomen, and feel the width of the body releasing onto the mat. Focus on just the exhalation. Eyes rolling out, toes rolling out. The palms are facing up, the upper arms rolling out. Focus on just the exhalation. Feel the softness of the abdomen. The release of the legs. Release the top jaw, release the bottom jaw. Place both hands on the abdomen. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Raise up your right arm all the way past the right ear. And roll over onto your right hand side. Keeping the abdomen soft. Soften into this pose. And press with the left hand to come to sit. Sit comfortably, sit on your support. Focus on the length of the sides of the trunk. Focus on the opening of the body. Both sitting bones firmly on your support. Eyes closed. Take your arms up to the side. Open the chest. Bend the elbows to join your palms together, keeping your eyes closed. Feel the softness of the abdomen, the length of the spine, the softness of the spine. And just focus on the gentle exhalation and the gentle inhalation. Long deep breath in. As you breathe out, release your chin to the chest. And as you breathe in, raise up your head, release your hands, and open your eyes. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.